Oh, good to see you back again. I know a lot of our friends have fallen to this nasty virus during this nasty time of quarantine, but we're here staying strong because that's what we've got to do. Welcome to Cooking Under Quarantine with your quarantine Contessa. First order of the day is to start off with our cocktail apocalypse hour, apocalyptic cocktail, if you will. Today we're doing the Burning Fuselage, which is quite representative of the airline industry these days, and probably not a bad way to go, all things considered. So it's equal parts vermouth, Grand Marnier, and yak. That's right, we're sipping yak here in the bootleg bunker, getting some rank on so we can get our ramen on later. And no, I didn't say Ramadan because let me tell you, there's some pork in this bad boy. All right, equal parts here. These equal parts drinks, I think, are the easiest ones to remember, and the fact that this one goes along with our theme really plays into me maybe making it again. I don't know. Never had it before. Could be bad. Our vermouth could be bad. Only one way to find out, and that's through trial and error. And if you've watched the show before, you know there's plenty of error. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, cocktail blast off. It's a great time to just remember all those out there who are struggling with this. And, you know, that all life is pain and suffering, as the Buddha told us. But we're going to rise above, partially through frostbite of the hands for me. All right. Nice color. The girl with the flaxen hair. Let's see. This is a good. This is a good. The price of gold has crashed color. Yeah, too much vermouth in that. It's really not bad, all things considered. I don't know. Let's give it some time. I think maybe a little bit more dilution is gonna help that. Yeah. Take that ice. All right. So we got a couple fun things planned today. First off is our apocalyptic appetizer, and we are doing gyoza. And I've already pre-made a couple of these bad boys. And I actually recently learned a cool technique to make these not only fried, but also steamed. So inside of these, I made these, I don't know, a month ago, frozen. We've got some pork, some long pork. That's a human meat joke. Some little bit of Soylent Green. Hopefully we don't come to that, because if you are what you eat, bless anybody who wants to taste of this bad boy. It's going to be bad. So I'm going to let that melt for a little bit while we get started on our main course meltdown. So I got all this sausage, got some Apocalypse Ready ramen noodles, and I think I'm going to call this Death Ray Ramen. Oh, shots fired. The boogaloo has begun. Toss those into that hot pot there. And I'm going to start simmering a little bit, mix of chicken stock here as well as water until that boils. And that is going to make a nice base for our noodles. Let's get this moving around here. Get a little bit of oil on the bottom. So the trick to this, I don't know, I saw it in a YouTube video, so maybe it's not really a trick. Could be fake news. Is we are going to get a nice little layer of fat on the bottom here, and then we are going to put some water in. So the bottom of this, or the gyoza, are going to be fried, and the top is going to be steamed. I was having such a panic attack between those two things. Fried, steamed, survive the apocalypse, just die, just start off first thing, licking doorknobs. We see what the Zoomers are up to. They just want to get it over with, get it out of the way, and just be done with it. Let's come back to this guy here. The dilution is certainly helping. I think I'm gonna too much vermouth. I'm going to augment this a little bit because life is about working on the fly. Working with what you've got to make things that aren't so great a little bit better. Alright. Let that sit for a second. I'm going to throw my gyoza into the pan because the base has been fully coated with our butter. Butter. And then a little bit of water in there. Weird way to transfer water, but guess what? In the apocalypse, we don't have a lot of bowls or a lot of interest in doing dishes. A little bit of water, it's going to steam up, help cook these next things, and get that in there nice and tight. You can hear my sausage yelling at me. We wanted to be part of something better than ramen, and I understand that. I wanted to eat something better than ramen, but here we are, cooking under quarantine. Let's put these 2 eggs into our little hot water boil we got going on over here. This will try to soft boil them, and hopefully that'll turn out exactly how I need it to. So our sausages are getting pretty close to cooked. So I'm going to add in some cut up ginger here, then a little bit of pickled chilies. I'm going to sort of build our type of sauce inside this pan. Get a lot of that nice, good, beautiful sausage flavors. You may have noticed the singing bowls in the background. That's because we're slinging bowls here. We're going to throw out 2 nice bowls of ramen and some nice gyoza for our appetizer apocalypse. We'll throw in a little bit of spice here. We got sriracha togarashi. Toss that in there. That's all we got. A little bit of soy sauce. And a little bit of ponzu for some nice citrus. And a little bit of, I think I'm going to put in some gyoza sauce to pop in bottles. Get those flavors to kind of mash between the 2 dishes. Also crack an egg. Nature's package. Love these little guys. No! Well, sometimes you get dunked on. Sometimes life just comes at you, dunks all over you. Welcome back to the apocalypse, where, unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to dirty another plate. This time, a ramekin. I'm going to put some nice dipping sauce in here for these gyoza. And because I'm bootleg and lazy, I got gyoza sauce. I'm going to put that in there. Those things are steaming up. I got some frozen bean sprouts in the bottom of the little ramen bowls here, just so when this kind of all comes together, we'll be able to eat it more quickly. The cocktail here, the burnt fuselage, is now burning because it is so much better. I don't know who thought to put that much vermouth in anything, but they were wrong. Probably the airline industry. They're trying to get stock buybacks. They're like, hey, burnt fuselage, let's put more vermouth in it. That's why that makes sense. Totally. Our sausages are looking nice and browned on as many sausage sides as they need to be. The problem here is our water and hard-boiled egg mixture is really just not cooking at the speed I need it to be. So I just turned up the heat there. And I'm actually going to sauce that with everyone's favorite sauce, the ramen dust, which may or may not be some sort of nasty drug that college students are all about. You know. So our Death Ray ramen is coming in here. Oh, there we go. One top ramen pro trick here is to make sure it's not fully boiling before you try to exhume these sauces, because when they're wet from all this steam coming up, they're hard to get out, and that's not what we need. We need to escape in this time of suffering, in this time of self-reflection, in this time of corporate bailouts. Our main course meltdown is coming pretty well. Death Ray ramen. Let's take a look at our gyoza here. You can see there's a little bit of steam. That was probably the wrong thing to do. Open that up. We're starting to get a little bit of a rolling boil here. And make sure to throw these ramen in. Oh, we'll do it now. Make room for the ramen. So there's a lot of debate. Ramen, everybody loves ramen. Is he behind this whole thing? Who knows? All right. So I think our ramen noodles have boiled enough. So I'm just gonna dump this in with our sausage mixture here. Save all but for our hypothetically soft-boiled eggs. I hope they're hard-boiled more than soft-boiled. I don't know. We're gonna find out. Just gonna give this kind of a stir around. It's looking real good. Real good. Our gyoza looking almost perfect. And I gotta figure out a way to get these eggs out of here. But I am feeling a little bit like they didn't cook long enough. I'm gonna nuke them for 30 seconds. And as it turns out, getting nuked at all is terrible for your health. Apocalypse fact. Don't get nuked. We're up like that great scene in Terminator where you're holding on to the chain link fence looking at a playground and bam! I gotta make these sausages a little bit more edible. I'm sure they're perfectly cooked. Just need a little bit more of a bite-sized type situation. Here we go. Oh, spear the sausage. Moby Dick, got him. Turns out the white whale was economic equality the whole time. Who knew? Herman Melville, apparently. Slice these up. I'm probably going to save some of these sausages and not slice them up. Use them for something else. Here's something fun about cooking in the apocalypse is I didn't know that eggs could explode. So, alright, so our apocalypse appetizers look like they're ready. And by that I mean I lost track of time and they completely attached themselves to the bottom. So these dumplings are effectively ruined. But I'm sure they're going to taste great somehow. Okay. So apparently that one YouTube video I didn't really even watch. I just sort of saw. Did not give a really good indication of how to do this. Look at that. Just brutal. Just completely brutal. But I'm cooking under quarantine. Can't be picky. We're gonna give it a try. And see if we die. Well, we all die. It's just a matter of time. And you know what? Death by dumpling doesn't sound like a bad way to go. Scoop it up, dip her in. Still completely delicious. just a terrible mess. I might chop that up and turn it into an omelet or something. I don't know. But our ramen is ready to go. Got our 2 bowls prepped. I'm gonna get my ladle here and spoon this guy in. Look at those noodles. Look at that sausage. Look at that lady. But don't look too long, because then you're really creepy. Okay. So I'm going to just try this first off and see before I plate the rest of this if this is fit to be served. A fork and a spoon. It's a little broth tasting. Very sweet. Maybe not too sweet. The spice and the citrus really cut through that. And overall, it's delicious. This is a hot Italian sausage. So it provided a nice Italian flavor to this thing. Reminds me a lot of like Lupin III, like Japan's idea of what Italians look like back in the day. Very delicious. And let's try the noodles. Top ramen, Marushan, chicken flavor. Let's see what these guys bring to the table. And I'm not expecting anything different from the norm. Cooking in that chicken stock actually really changed a lot of the kind of flavors that I would have expected that to have. And it's really just quite delicious. Let's get that sausage in there. That's what she said. Whoa. Yeah. This is great ramen. Is it top ramen? Not quite. Just a little bit more. Thanks for joining us on Cooking Under Quarantine. But I have one last thing for you. This is our dessert all hope course. I got a cheese stick. So let's see how that goes. Yeah, this is no place with everything else here, but that's why we call it Dessert All Hope. Thanks again for watching. Like and subscribe. I'm the Quarantine Contessa. Behind the camera is the Pandemic Woman, and this is Cooking Under Quarantine. And remember, eat it, don't eat it.